more pivot there, Georgie. Alright, warm-ups are in the books. Let's get to riding here. Welcome to Hardcore Enduro, where it's all about getting out, riding the hard stuff. I'm George, the guy behind the bars and the voice behind the mic. And we're out down in Johnson Valley for a fun event. It's called Moto Madness, and it's a little training weekend that Justin puts on for King of the Motos. And for the people that are riding King of the Motos here, we do a little GPS training. So he set out some courses with us. I got my E-Trax 22. That's Cole next to me and his dad, Vince. So I've ridden with Cole and Vince before. Cole's a youth rider, really good rider.
Yeah, this is the end, it looks like.
Yeah, this is the end.
And we're already lost.
Yeah.
We did our training on the GPS this morning. We're out doing 2 practice courses, and we are doing the Loop 2 course. And we're gonna ride it, but we rode it backwards, so we should have went straight there. The other guys were locked on, they went on straight, and we ended up going to the finish, and we're doing it backwards. So we don't know that, though. We think the other guys are doing it wrong, and we're going the right way, but it ended up all right, because I think doing it reverse was a little bit harder. And then we just rode it back. We met up with the other guys at the end and rode it back the correct way. But here we go. Hard Enduro for y'all. This is what this channel is all about. Riding the hard stuff. We're straight into it. Really hard rocky canyon. Johnson Valley is all about these rocks with loose, sandy gravel all holding them together. So a lot of chunder going on today. Cole's out in the lead. I got Vince behind me. Little tight single track through here, and we got this battle uphill climb. And when it comes to this climbing and loose rocky stuff, momentum is your friend. Momentum is king, and it's so hard to establish any kind of momentum. The rocks just give way underneath. Cole gets through it a little bit easier than me. I don't know, a little bit heavier bike, a little bit more body weight. It just makes it a little bit harder for me to climb up, or I just got a lot more excuses. I don't know. Got a big rock just rolled under Trixie there. I swing her, pivot her left, and then I get these. That's a big old sucker. Get that rock out of the way. Then I pivot back right, and got to get some momentum going here. You're gonna see me a lot today. I'm gonna do the 511 special, and that really helps out getting you a couple inches there, but sometimes you gotta get up and push, and there's no harm doing that. Even the top dogs in the world, you'll see Billy Bolt, Manny Ledbeckler, they'll still get off and push their bikes when it's hard, when they can barely get any traction. And sometimes giving your bike a little push can get you through a really soft area, and then you can get up to an area where you do get some more traction. So don't be afraid to push. There's a good technique on pushing though. And Rich Larson, he does a good little video about how to push your bike with minimal effort. You don't want to just be dropping the clutch, spinning out, and digging a big hole. You want that rear tire just kind of crawl up. And sometimes you get frustrated though, and you just drop the clutch and you just living on a prayer, hoping that rear tire is going to catch. And it's more just like a frustration deal, and not being patient. Look at this battle, just a battle climbing up this hill. Trixie, I'm running this IX09 rear tire. It's a brand new tire, gummy tire. It's got the soft sidewalls as well as the soft knobbies. And I got a fresh drilled out moose in there. And this will be the moose that I'll run for King of the Motos. And it'll be a break-in. I'm going to try to get about 20 hours in on this moose, so it's ready to go for race day. Up there at the top of the screen, Cole, there's a big cliff, a big old step up. It's like, I don't know, 9 feet to the top there from the bottom. And it is just about straight up. It's got a little ledge about halfway, and Cole's able to get up by himself. I was really impressed that he got up there without any help. He got up, he had to give it a little push. He's up and over. I'm just struggling to get any kind of momentum going here. Come on, Trixie. Now I'm going to get going here, and I'm going to slam my right fork right into this rock up here, and it's going to stop me in my tracks. Boom. Right there. There's a little bit of a ledge. I popped the front tire up. I'm like, all right, let's do a 511 here, but it's too narrow, and you can see my right boot is right on that rock. So as soon as I start going,
Boot got caught.
yeah, it catches my boot. See, it's just too narrow, and I think this time I'll lean a little bit left. Well, that doesn't work because I lean left, and then ends up making me fall left. So I'm like, all right, I got to push here again. That's my second time pushing already. Got to limit the amount of times you push. And I get right here, the tire's just sliding right now. I get a little bit frustrated. You can hear it. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a burnout right there, but she grabbed. Sometimes that happens. I ain't perfect. Vince, he's going to have a little bit of a struggle where I was as well. But here's this big wall in front of me. So Cole got up this, and I'm going to give it a little send. Wasn't patient. Whoa, watch out. Trixie wasn't happy about that. She tried to take me down. So sometimes you can just not think and hit stuff, but this time I needed to think about how I'm getting up and over this rocky ledge here. So get the Trixie turned around here. I'm going to be much more controlled this time. Get up halfway, not let her loop out. So I get up here a little bit higher, controlling the clutch. Get that back tire up as high as I can. There we go. Now I just got to pull the front end over to the right.
That might be nice.
Vince, he offers to help, and I'm like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. When you're riding hard enduro and someone offers you some help, you should probably take it. So I do. So he gets over there, helps me get the front end over, and then he's going to do the tire pull, and I'm going to push and kind of roll. I'm not going to drop the clutch, just kind of roll it up. And she grabbed pretty darn good. So much so that I think it would have just went up on her own, but I'll take the assist. I'm going to get up here, little left pivot, and now I'm going to go back down and help Vince up. You know, when you're riding out here, this is just practice, so it's okay to be a little extra safe and help prevent a loop out or someone breaking their bike or just getting hurt. So here comes Vince. This is steep. This is a big step up right there. Grab the front, and same thing. He gets off. He's going to push. I'm going to pull. And the bike got traction because it just went forward. I wasn't ready for that, and then I fell back. There we go. Vince is up.
Yep.
Hey, teamwork. Sometimes you got to team up in hard enduro. It's all right. In fact, it can save you, especially during a race. You just drop your pride a little bit, let your ego go to the side, and if you team up with someone, you can get over an obstacle usually much quicker and save a ton of energy. So sometimes that pays off, especially at hard areas. So just team up, and you get up and over it, and then move on. You know, keep on racing. Don't leave your buddy hanging though. If he helps you up, you gotta help him. Don't run off and leave him. Cole, he's been taking a nap up here. He's waiting for these two old guys to catch him. Cole's really good. Look, he's upstanding. His balance on the bike is just getting so good. Of course, he's had like a 10-minute nap break up here, so he's fresh.
Hell yeah.
All right, he gets up. Now his pressure's on. When your buddy gets up, now it's your turn to get up, you know? It's like a game of horse. He made it up, now I gotta make it up. So I'm in second gear here. If I can do a climb in second gear, I prefer that than going to first. It's just a little bit smoother on the power delivery, especially when I'm feathering the clutch. That first gear, especially on this 450, is just really torquey. And Trixie getting up. Well done. All right, we're going off to the left right there. And at the top, it's a little deceiving. It looks like you can carry your speed, but the very top there is so rocky and craggy, so cracked up. It's like your worst case of dry heel you've ever had. You just big old deep cracks in those rocks. And you can't ride it up there. So Vince and Cole, they're going to try to get Cole's bike up there. Just keep pushing and struggling. So I'm like, all right, let's go check it out. Let's go. So I'm going to climb up there. And I don't know how bad it is, but you'll see. It is really bad. Get up to this little bit of flat spot. There's Vince's bike there. And where Cole is, they're going to struggle and struggle and fight their way up there. A little father and son duo, just the struggle's real for them. I'm like, I'm gonna bypass on that, especially this big heavy bike. So there's a little chicken route over here. It's a little sketchy. It's real on this edge, and it's a really steep drop off to the right there. And there's a little switchback. And I cut the corner a little short. I need to go a little bit, like you can see the turn for the switchback is over about 5 feet to my right there. It's like, dang, so I gotta swing the front end around. So I gotta get off the bike, and it's just so steep right there. I'm like, all right, just push the bike over, get that rear end up, so I get that rear tire to where the turn is, and then I gotta pivot around, block out the drastic drop behind me. Just don't even think about it. Just get that front end over, and then I'm gonna weight the outside peg. You see my foot come up on the left peg there. Well, you can barely see my knee. So I got my weight in the outside peg and just carrying that momentum. Once you get that momentum established, just keep it on rolling. That's how it's done. Up. All right, Cole made it up there. That really had to tax him, especially Vince too, helping push. We're gonna go back down that later, and you'll just see how gnarly that was. That was pro line right there. All right, gonna get on up here, and we're gonna meet up some of the other riders coming the other way. They were doing loop 1, and we meet up with them, and they tell us we're going the wrong way. We didn't know that yet, but they let us know. There's Colby in the right there. There's Waylon. Shout out to Waylon. He watches the channel here. That's always cool when I meet you guys that watch the channel and tell me you like it. It makes me feel good. I mean, you could tell me you don't like it, and I just say go pound sand because I like it.
Way to go, Cole. Oh, we're already lost in the wrong. Already got a DNF.
Yeah, they told us we're going the wrong way, or Justin told us we're going the wrong way. But it's all good. We're all training. We're on the line. We're just going it in reverse. But it's all right. We're gonna do it all again. So we're gonna turn around and we'll do it the right way with the group. Because they're doing loop 1, and then they'll start loop 2, and we'll all do loop 2 together. All right, we're starting the downhill right here. This is kind of a famous run called Back Door. And in Back Door is a little area that has this just like horseshoe style cliff. And it is a massive cliff. And the rock crawlers will go up it. I don't know how they're able to do that. There's a couple areas out here. Later in the day, we have a big downhill too through a rocky little canyon. And it's just like Back Door. There's just this rock cliff. And I don't know how the rock crawlers, that are out here, how they're able to get up and over, but they do. But I'm telling you, it is bonkers. It is just nuts. But we're going down here, really rocky. It reminds me a lot of like the Rubicon Trail. If you ever saw that video up in by Lake Tahoe, a lot of Rubicon looks just like this, just big bouldery rocks, all the Jeeps and all the rock crawlers go through it. Great for dirt bikes. Because it's like a chess game. You got to pick your line, pick your route, and you got to trust the boulders, and some boulders you don't trust. We're going down, not too hard. Gravity just does its thing. We're gonna go back up this, and it's gonna be a different story. Just because the sand, that's sand in there, and it is uphill. So when you're going uphill and you lose your momentum, it's just really hard to get that momentum going again, reestablish going uphill. But that's what I like about it. It makes the ride that much more of a challenge, and it's so satisfying when you get up, you made it up, you're like, hell yeah, I got it. Now this part right here, we did last year. This was part of the prologue. Saturday's race was coming right down this. So it's good practice. I don't know if they'll throw it in this year or not. But anywhere you go, it's all kind of similar terrain, so this is still good practice for it. Yesterday, we did an evening ride, and we did the Saturday's prologue. We got about halfway done, and then it got too dang dark. And we're up on the hill, and, you think, I'll be back before it gets dark. And man, that sun went down. It got dark quick out here. And it gets scary when you're up on the side of a cliff, especially when you got this type of terrain, and your headlight just make those shadows. They look so, you can't tell what's in the hole. We did yesterday, and some of the parts that it struggled with last year, at the prologue. I actually got through really good, or really easily this time, so I was really happy about that. Now I know it's not race day and you don't have 100 riders in front of you just churning up, but this is all soft stuff, so I think it's very comparable to how it'd be on race day. So there's this big horseshoe cliff area. Cole went to the edge and he gave it a look. It's intimidating. It's like an 8-foot drop on certain areas, a little bit less on the sides, but it's very intimidating to look at. And I'm gonna come down here and look on the right side, and then I'm gonna go look on the left. And I'm gonna get off and walk around just to see if it's possible to go down on race day. If they throw us on the race, that could save you some time, because there's a little chicken route up to the right where Cole is right there. So you come here, it's tough because you still got about a 5-foot drop right there, 5-6 feet. In the middle, that's like a no-go. That's like 10 feet right there. And then you come all the way left. This has a flatter landing, except right there it gets real narrow. And man, if you were to hit that wrong, your bike would flip over. So we ended up going the little chicken route that our Vince is going right there. There's a little high line to go through. It's real ledgy through here, real narrow. And then it's got a couple little step ups you gotta get over, like this little one right here. Don't catch a peg, don't catch your foot, keep your balance. They're looking good so far. I did this route last year, and right at the end, the camera kind of flattens it out. It is really steep. It looks like you could just ride down left at any moment right now, but it is like straight down, and it flattens out, and you have this feeling you're gonna go over the handlebars. But if you lean back, I think I should just let it roll. It's just in my head. I just need to let it roll. But I don't. See, I stop, and the front end almost washed out on me, but I just need to let it roll. Just roll down. Go. What are you waiting for? Just roll down, lean back. There you go. See, I think I could have done that sooner. If I come back here, I'll just practice that one little area. Find a good line, be comfortable in the line. All right, we're gonna come up here. We're still following this second loop. It's a practice loop. So what Justin did, we loaded our GPS units up with 2 practice loops. I don't know if I clarified this earlier, but you had a loop 1, which is kind of the route we did yesterday, and there was a bunch of riders, so we said we'll start loop 2. We ended up starting loop 2 going the wrong way, but it's all good. We're just learning out here and getting some good hard training. So we're gonna turn right, and this is a very soft giveaway, sloughing off climb all the way up. It's just straight up that little saddle right there. So Cole goes first. Advantage of going first, he gets a little bit fresher track. The rocks are still a little bit more hard packed. And then Vince goes, and he gets hung up right about halfway. It just starts sloughing off so much on him. I get up here trying to keep momentum going, but I'll have to stop. And here's a good lesson for this type of rocky climb right here. Sometimes you get stuck on the trail, right? As amateurs, we always just get stuck right on the trail that everyone else is going. But if you look left, you got some bigger rocks to the left. If you look where the trail is, you got little pebbly rocks. You look left, you got some bigger rocks that look more stable. So I stay on here, but it's just like super sandy, giving away. Trixie having a hell of a time. You look at Vince up there, he's having to get off and push. And as middle-aged guys in their 40s, they never get a chance to work out, get any conditioning, having to push your bike just kills you. If we're in our 20s, I could push a bike all day. I'd start at the bottom, just push it all the way up, not even break a sweat. But you really got to be smarter in how you ride. Anyways, you got the rocks to the left. See, I'm looking left. I'm like, those look like nice, big old sturdy rocks. But I'm sticking in the line, doing some 511s. They really help, If you get 1 foot, 6 inches, 1 foot, doing little rock backs, be patient. Don't get frustrated. If you get frustrated, you can loop out your bike. What you don't want to do is drop your bike, loop it out, lose your balance. I'm still not struggling too much. I mean, I'm saying, what I'm saying is I'm not using too much energy. I'm just keeping her balanced, doing little rock backs. Here's a 511 there. Get about another foot. Another 511 coming up. Each little inch counts. Starting to dig a little bit of a hole. I do get off and push right here. Just I want to get, starting to dig a hole. Get up and over that hole. I'll do some rock backs here. See, I rock the bike back. I'll give it a little bit of a push. She is digging, but I'm not just like dumping the clutch. I'm still feathering the clutch as I'm pushing there. This is bad. I don't want to be doing that. I can't be pushing too much longer. I get up right here, and I make my move. I'm like, this pivot on left. Pivot left. There's a nice big rock over there, and I'm gonna get better traction. Instead of just fighting my way up that sandy loose stuff, I'm gonna get over here. A little bit of a ledge. I gotta get my front tire up on that rock. I'll weight the outside peg, and then I'll do a little 511. Give me that little jump start, and you'll see she'll just climb right up here, and it saves me from having to push that last little 10 feet. Look at that. Climbs up. Just gained a lot of ground. Do another little 511 here. Right on up, back on the trail. Just got to get that rear tire. Oh, right, it's pivot on left. And then she's climbing. I was a little bit gassed. I saved a ton of energy not having to push the last, 10, 15 feet there. And then I got a little sloppy here. Didn't get up on the bike, and then she swirled on me a little bit, and I ran over right on this rock here. It's so funny. Aim for the rocks. Trixie always aims for the rocks. Somebody's pivot on left, and we'll get up. And then Cole, he's had his like 10-minute break. It's nice, rested. Then we go right on down. It was just up and down. I thought we would keep going up, but turned around, and now we're going down. We just did all the work to get up here. Now we're going right back down again. That's just how it is. There's a little hidden line right through there. You can kind of see a little trail right there. We're gonna go down, meet up with the other guys, and then we'll do this backwards, just the way we came. We're gonna do it the right way, I guess. We're going backwards now, so we'll be doing it the right way. Engine off. It is pretty steep. Camera always flattens it out pretty good. Rocky through here. Just stay balanced on the bike and let it roll. I'll pull in the clutch here, and she'll start rolling a lot faster. There we go. Should be going this fast. Already get back on this road, kind of go right around the end of that hill there. There we go. We've met up with the other riders. They're at the end of their loop. We're just gonna go up this little hill and down. There's pretty gnarly little downhill in the backside here, and this will be the end of our loop, and then we're gonna turn around. There's Waylon again. Yeah, Dylan. I saw Dylan up there. Really good group of riders out here. We're all about the same kind of level, and I'm probably at the bottom of the barrel, but really good riders out here, and I like that they are pushing me. It helps me think about what I need to learn and what I need to improve as far as skill, technique, riding the bike. You can look at Vince down there. He's great at balancing, staying up on the pegs, especially down through the rocky chunder here. Sounds like a skiing. You know, you go skiing and you hear that crunch of the snow as you're going down. It's like, that's what sound, engine off through the rocks. They hear that crunch. That's what it always reminds me of when I'm listening to it on the voiceover here. All right, meeting up with the group. Everyone's still alive. Everyone's bike is still running. All right. Yeah, Cole went the hard line. So there's a hard line to the left, and then the easy line is to the right. So Vince, he takes the easy line, but his son Cole's about almost to the top there. Cole gets up and over the hard line. I'm like, all right, I can't let Cole do this on his own, so I'm going to do the hard line. In second gear, flying up through the rocks. make it all the way to this line right here. I wanted to get up a little bit further, but that's still all right. This IX09 is still grabbing. It has a taller knob, so if you run like a FI Gym tire, it has shorter, they're bigger knobs, but they're shorter. And what IRC has done is they've put taller knobs on their tires, which on that kind of sandy, gravelly stuff, I think the taller knobs are the better choice. Up and over, yeah. Did the hard line, like all these guys took the easy line. That's all right. Got Dylan there right in front of me. He's got that colorful jersey on. So it catches my eye. My jersey pants. I use Canvas MX for my jerseys, and my pants, I love that I'm able to put the custom graphics on that I want and play around with them, but the durability of them could be a lot better, especially for the price point. They're $200 for the pants, but I just feel like in the inner thigh area and then the outer knee area, it needs to be beefed up because they're all ripped and shredded. I got this old lady that is a seamstress, and every time I got a big old tear, I take it to her and she sews them up for me. I guess I should tell her to sew on a big old leather patch there, like the inner thigh, you know, where you gotta like get back in that fender, and sometimes my inner thigh gets right on the exhaust pipe, the muffler, and it gets hot quick, so I'm on there, I'm like, oh, it's burned. I've been burned there, so I'd like to put like a little heavy leather patch there to keep me from burning, and then the outside of the knees too, where you do all the rubbing. I'd like to get that beefed up. All right, there's Freddie right there. He's on a TM300 4-stroke, going right up straight to the sun like Icarus. He's just going for the sun. Like, don't burn your wings, man. Or I'm gonna split it right here. So he went right, everyone else is going left. I'm going straight up the gut right here. It's like a draw play, just straight up the middle. Justin, he's cutting over. Trixie though, man, that IX09, she's grabbing right now. Look at that. See, I'm keeping that momentum, and she just keeps on climbing. Right here, I'm gonna cut left. Got a little bit of a ledge to get over there. Gonna pop the front end up. Do a little 511. Weight and outside peg. Get forward, and then just carry it right on up. Yeah. I actually was impressed that this hill, because we just came down this, and so I knew that we had to go up it, and I was like, man, that is a rocky hill. We got to go up this, but did it pretty good. Not too hard. And here's the one we just came up as well. Now we're going down. Just kind of this loose, gravelly slide down. I'm used to this kind of downhill now. I get a lot of this out in Spangler, Jawbone area. Just keep your balance up, and you're kind of dragging that rear tire, but every once in a while you got to pull in the clutch, let up the brake, and that rear tire, let it roll so it reestablishes traction. Otherwise you'll slide, that back end will kind of end swap on you. But there you go, just keeping the balance. Just think of it like a mountain bike, just mountain biking downhill. We're gonna get all the way down here, and then we're gonna head on over to where back door is, and we're gonna go up. So this, like I said, we went down this, so we're going reverse route that we just did for the first half of the video. And going up, it's like a whole nother trail, so I'm glad we're able to hit this both ways. If they throw this in the prologue, like sometimes they'll run the races in reverse from the previous year. So I'll have a strategy, have a plan of what I'm gonna do. So you can go to the left. So Justin, right on the left there, he can snake his bike up there. It is very ledgy, but it is a route. You got Braden, he's gonna go right up that rocky cliff. There he goes. And I'm gonna go up this one. There's Dylan, he's just starting way at the bottom. But I see this line right in front of me. I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot it right up here. Oh, got kicked over a little bit right at the top there. I think I could get a little bit of a cleaner run, but it is what it is. So let's start getting these switchbacks in. All right, just got to rock back, get a little bit of momentum, take little bites. There you go, throw a little body weight forward. You see how the bike jumps forward another 6 inches to a foot. Get up to a certain spot, and then I'm going to pivot on left and start going the other way. All right, that's good right there. Got Dylan below me, Cole's coming up. Okay, pivot on left there. Cole's really good about doing these little climbs. He keeps a foot on the peg, body weight's going forward. Look at the distance there. You can see Justin getting up that rock there on the left. And it looked like a hard way. That's a real big chance there where Justin's at, because those ledges are big. And it's a real narrow little ledge to get up. I know these switchbacks are a little bit more work, but it all depends on the bottlenecks. That was a guy that went super high and around. I think that'd be out of bounds. You know, if this was actual race day, I don't think that'd be allowed. You're allowed 25 feet off the main course. I think a route like this would still be doable, or that little chicken route off to the left side. Come on, Trixie, what are you doing here? Cole's already up and over. Little bites, just staying patient. Don't get frustrated, folks. These climbs are hard. I know they're hard. It's painful to watch, but don't get frustrated, especially when it's you doing the climb. Just keep taking little bites. She gets up, pivot over. Now I'm on Cole's line. I just gotta keep my balance, weight the outside peg, and just get a little bit of momentum established. Don't dig a hole either. All right, get that momentum going. All right, there it is. Ain't pretty, folks, but it got it done. And I mean, it's not easy, but I'm not gassed. I let the bike do most of the work. Obviously I had to rock her back and forth, bump her over, you know, controlling the clutch and making the bike get the traction and establish some momentum. Now, that was this route. The other guys went the other way, the other side. Now they got the big old ledge down there to contend with, whereas we're up and over that ledge. And it's about a 3-foot ledge they got to get up. You see Braden. Here goes Braden right here. See, it's like a wall going up. Yeah, pretty gnarly line, but he gets up, no problem. Moving on, we gotta keep on going here. The show must go on. Gotta get all these rocks. We're gonna go up around this little sand dune turn, up and left. And there's another uphill battle. It's not really any hard obstacle here. It's just a long, steady climb of all these bouldery rocks. So you can just see, we went down this. You got gravity helping you going down. Going up's a whole nother beast. So you're trying to pick a more efficient, smoother line. And this is where sometimes you go for the sand, and the sand is your enemy, because the sand will get you no traction, whereas if you stick on these big rocks here, it looks scarier, but they don't move, and so that gummy tire actually can grab really good in the bigger rocks. See Cole struggling a little bit right there, and sometimes though you get some sand up on the rocks, and a rock that you think you get traction, it's got that thin film of dirt on top of it, and it just will slide right out. Giving a little tap to the rock. Sometimes Trixie, she just wants to give a little tap to the rock. Now she loves rocks. Right here, see, I'm in the sand and she's digging. Like if I was over on those bigger rocks, I'd be getting better traction. I gotta remember all these tips when I'm riding out in King of the Motos race in January. I gotta stick in the bigger rocks, the sand areas. If I don't have any momentum, it's just so hard to get established. You see, there goes Freddie to the right, went up and around. I think that's Colby up there ahead of me too. He went to the left. I stuck in the sand and didn't get any traction. There goes Vince. Nice. I'm getting passed. Everyone's passing me right now. What the heck? This ain't that hard. Why am I trying to go up this ledge right here? Okay, do a left pivot. Get out of that rock. Pivot on right again. Come on, Trixie. What are you doing, girl? Alright, here's a little tricky spot to get up right here. There's a rock, so I think I'm just going to go right on this rock. And as soon as I start going, my back end slides out on me. No traction whatsoever. I was like, oh, well, that is lame. Come on, IX09. Get some traction there. Trixie getting a little hot. Not overheating. Just getting a little hot. That fan's running. I got those oversized radiators with a lot more water than normal, so she's got some water to give. Just can't get that momentum established. Come on, get it going. All right, got a little ledge. Keep on riding, keep going there. Come on, Georgie, keep going. I know you're tired. It's a long climb. Really rocking bumpy through here, but you gotta keep the momentum going. Just fight through it. Oh, you let Justin get the inside pass on you too. That's no good. Come on, go get him. Go get Justin. I think I'm the last one up this hill here. That's not looking good. My pride was hurt a little bit. I was like, oh man, I'm the last one up the hill. I'm struggling. Come on. I guess I shouldn't have complained too much. I did pretty good today. I was happy with the overall ride. We rode some hard stuff, and these boulders, they just roll and move on you, and then you got the dirt-covered rocks. Everyone's having a little bit of a struggle. Keep that momentum going. Yeah, good job, Trixie. All right, coming up, we got a pretty hard obstacle right here. You got a little bit of ledge, and you can go left, you go in the middle, or there's a little sneaky line up to the right here, which I'm like, all right, they're struggling. I'm looking to the right, and when it comes to race day, whenever you come to a bottleneck, you start looking around. Is there an alternative line? You got a little climb straight up to the right there. And I'm like, that looked pretty good to me. So I'm gonna pivot on right here. And we're just gonna go straight up. And that IX09 climbs right up there. How come you haven't been doing that this whole time? Man, it looked easy. I'm gonna blame the moose. The moose isn't broken in all the way yet, folks. Once that moose gets really squishy flat, it's gonna get so much traction. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna become king of the motos. Trixie, she's gonna be coming to play. It's gonna be fun. The end is so close. I can see the top of the climb right there. Just keep it going. Keep that momentum going. The top's so close. Don't even stop. I just twist the throttle right now. Just keep on going. 4 strokes, people. 4 strokes. Oh, Justin got the pass. Oh, man. I think I am last now. What's going on? Am I going to find a patch of ice going up here? Let's go. Come on. You can see I just trying to get this momentum established. There we go. She's grabbing. All right, there we go. Come on. Go, 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 go. It's because I'm sitting too much. See, I need to be standing up. I'd get a lot more traction if I was standing up. All right. Made it up, y'all. Wasn't pretty. Got her done. I think I came in last place. But that's all right. Up is up. And this show must go on. All right. We just keep on going here. So we're going to go down, up this little sandy wash to the left there. And we're going to go back down that really rocky climb we came up. We're going to go down that top hill. And then we're not going to go down where we came up from the start. We're going to actually take a left. And we do this little side hill, downhill. And man, my legs are getting really tired. My triceps started locking up on me, cramping up. And when we start going this downhill, I'd have to go a little bit, and I'd have to stop because my both tricep, left and right side, just cramped on up, and I'd have to stretch them out. Where are you going, Cole? Wait, we ain't going that way. Turn around. All right, there he goes. Cole's a great rider, but it comes to direction. I think I'm a grandmaster. I always know where to go. Like, my sense of direction is amazing. I go hunting sometimes with my buddy Duke, and he doesn't know where the heck he is ever. Like, we'll go hunting. We'll hike over a hill, and a couple hours go by, and we're like, all right, let's go back. And he'll just start walking the opposite direction. I'm like, where the hell are you going? He's like, I'm going back to the truck. I'm like, no, our truck's this way. And I was thinking, man, if I wasn't here and he was just hunting on his own, I don't think he'd ever get back to his truck. He'd be one of those lost hikers or lost hunters. He got lost. Anyways, Vince, he goes left. That's that little bypass around this really steep, rocky part here that Cole got his bike up. And it was a battle, but going down, he's going down. I'm like, all right, I can do this going down. Plus, I didn't want to let Cole go do it by himself. I'm like, he's going the hard way, I'm going the hard way. And that right there, you can see that back end lift up.
That's steep.
That was really steep. So he went straight down there. I'm going to try to cut left a little bit and catch my front tire on that ledge in the middle. I'm walking the bike down. This is steep, folks. Like, this is hairy stuff right here. Get that front tire over on that ledge. Yeah, just outside knobby. She's caught on there and walked it over. I'm like, all right, bike's sitting pretty now. Walking on over a little bit more. Yeah, well done, Georgie. Trixie, she was thankful you didn't let her roll down the rocks. You're just going up that. Oh, I don't know how you'd get up that. That is a definite pro line, or that's a one-way only line. Going down only. So we came up from the right-hand side there. We're not going to go right. We're going left now. And there's a pretty rocky, just kind of fun downhill. Pretty narrow. And by this point,
Wrong way.
yeah, the wrong way sign. Don't go this way. It says wrong way. But yeah, my left and my right tricep are just cramping up now. So you can see I'm putting my hands up, stretching them out there. Engine off. Just kind of mountain biking down here. GoPro flattens it out. It is pretty steep. But my triceps, they were locking up here. It's almost fully cramped. And I'm like, all right, we just got to keep rolling. I always love that sound of those rocks crunching.
Gnarly downhill.
Yeah. What was that? Right into the bush.
Oh, triceps are burning.
Oh yeah, they were locked up. That was like a mercy fall right there. Just wanted to fall, give myself a reason to stretch out my triceps. Oh, stay on the trail there, Georgie. Don't go too crazy. Real steep little downhill there. Now, up ahead, Vince is waiting. Cole, I think, washed out and broke his hand guard. This comes back to the hand guards. He's got those.
Triceps are smoked.
Oh yeah, they are. They are locked up. But hand guards, I run just these cheap little floppy hand guards. Really just like a little roost deflector kind of deal. And Cole, he's running those much harder, stiffer hand guards. But if you fall hard on them, they break. And so that's what it did. It broke. And he's putting it back in the bag there. So after going from the full wraparounds, I like these little flimsy, floppy guards that I got there. They just bend, you know, you fall. You saw Trixie do that big old loop out on the way up in the beginning of the video. And you know, the handlebar itself takes most of the hit. I got little end caps on the bars that protects the bar now, and then the hand guards, really, they're just more of a roost deflector, which I like. You know, they just bend and flat. You fall over, they just bend, and then you get it up, and they bend back in their position. So, and they're cheap, so I have broken them off. They just get another one. It's really not that big a deal. Whereas I remember my full wraps from Circa, they were like $150 for a set of wraps, and you bend those suckers in. They're aluminum. You can't really bend them out. You bend them out, and 1 or 2 times, and they just crack. They just break right off. All right, made it down, and we're not done yet. All right, so we head back around the mountain here. This is one climb that last year on Saturday's prologue, it started to rain this point during the race, and this was a pretty hard little climb. Well, Vince, he wanted to come try it out. So we go all the way around, and here it is off to the left right there. And I remember this climb because it just started to rain, and it was real hard. I get up to the top, and I dumped the bike, and it was on the camera, so it was on their video feed that they're doing live. And so my wife and family got to see me dump the bike. Anyways, so this is payback. I'm gonna do this a lot better. So you got cold Vince. There's a big hole where Vince is at, and I'm gonna come up a little high. So the line is down to the left. I'm gonna stay up high on these rocks and avoid that big old hole that he's in. Now avoid the hole. Look at Vince. He's gonna, oh, falls right on his butt cheek. He's not wearing the padded underwear, I don't think. He got speared in the butt.
Woo!
Rock, I put my foot on, just freaking rolls out. And right on my ass cheek on.
Oh man.
Damn, that's why I wear that padded underwear, y'all. You never know when they're gonna land on the backside. I like to having a big pad on there. I don't have a big butt, so I need that extra cushion. Now I'm watching Vince. He's having to drag the back in, and so I'm thinking, well, I don't want to do that, so let's just go a little to the left. Boom, up and over to the left. This is another one of those areas. See all the rock to the gravelly rock, pebbly rock to the right, to the left here is solid granite. So I'm gonna get really good traction. So that's what I do, go up and over. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box, and if you're really struggling or see somebody struggling through gravelly, pebbly stuff, look for a better line, or maybe the rocks. If you can ride on solid rock, you're gonna get a lot more traction than through the gravel. I gotta get in this little crevice. Really no way to get through this other than getting through the crevice here. Watch Vince right here. He does a pro move. He's weighting that back tire. He's riding that wheelie up, keeping that back tire weighted. You see a lot of the pros do that, Manny Ledbecker, all the time. You just be riding that front tire, just be floating a couple inches above the ground, and you're just walking that bike up in the wheelie up the hill, just get maximum traction the whole time. I'm trying to establish some momentum here. Come on, get it, girl. There you go. I'm feeling that rear tire. She's spinning a little bit. Right there, doing a little bit of rock back. If I stop momentum, I'm giving just a little bit of a rock back, just so I can establish a little bit more momentum. Right there, really steep. Got all the way forward on the bike, and I feathered her up, and she just kept on climbing. All right. Gonna come left there, rock back a little bit, set myself up, get balanced. So don't rush it. Sometimes you get frustrated and you start rushing things, you lose your balance. Ooh, nice wheelie right there. But she'll grab. Just keep the bike balanced, set yourself up, and hit it again. Yeah, nicely done there. Coming around here, they went up to the right there. And I was like, oh, it'll be a little bit soft. So I'm gonna go around, get a little bit more hard packed rocks here. Just carrying that momentum up. And she climbs. I remember last year. See, I had stopped several times last year, and now I'm making a nice smooth run. Maybe it's because it's a little more hard packed. I don't know. Could be the tire too. Last year I ran the VE33S, whereas now I got the AX09. Which race day, I think I'm gonna run the JX8. So by then the Moose will be nice and squishy, and I'll run the JX8, which has a little bit stiffer sidewall, and I think that'll be the right combination. I can't get the 140 though. You know, I've ordered a 140 through Slavens, but they've said it doesn't come in till March. And I know Cody, he's got the 140 already, so someone's selling the 140. I just haven't found it. Maybe I'll look around again. Maybe someone's got a 140 in the JX8. And if they do, then I'll be running that one. Until then, I'll be running the 110. For race day, I don't know. Well, you got my goal for Saturday for the King of the Motos. I did 1 lap last year, so if I feel good at 1 lap, and if I ran it really fast, I think I'll do 1 lap. A lot of guys just do 1 lap. And for me, I'm not like a contender, so I usually start back of the pack anyways. And I can't kill myself. You know, I was talking with Waylon about this. You know, you got to think about your own situation. For me, my conditioning just isn't there. And if I kill myself, which I did last year, I killed myself on Saturday's race, and I was so tired coming into the main event on Sunday. And I think I'm a better rider now. I think I'll be able to get through Saturday's race a little easier. But instead of just keep going till I'm dead, you know, say I get 1 lap and I'm like, all right, I can keep on going. Maybe I should just cut it off, do 1 lap, and save my energy for the main event on Sunday. So I think that's going to be my strategy, is still to do 1 lap. I'll get through it, I think, a lot easier than I did last year. And then I'll be a lot better rested for the main event on Sunday and really hit it hard on Sunday, because Sunday is what it's about. You don't get the trophy on Saturday, you get it from Sunday's race. Alright, so we're going down a new area here. Back in that saddle left, that would have been back down Backdoor Canyon, just trying to orient you guys. Alright, we got a big hill climb coming up here. Cole going after it on the right hand side there. He's gonna get up about halfway before he stops, and I'm like, all right, we're not even stopping. 3rd gear coming in hot. We're picking this left line over here. A little bit more sandy, but not as rocky, maybe. I don't know, or the sand's hiding the rocks. Coming up here, I'm getting to shift down to 2nd. Almost to the top. Don't give up. All right, there's 1st gear now. And she's up, folks. Yeah. Count it in the books. Here's Cole's 2nd attempt. Flying up here. How come we didn't do that the first time, Cole? Making it look easy. Well done. All right, here comes Vince. I think this was Vince's 2nd attempt as well. Look at that. So easy. I was the only one that got the 1st attempt, though. I felt good. Just gonna pat myself on the back. Well done. All right, we get over here. This is the next little valley over, mountain range over, and we got another big hill climb coming up here. Cole taking the hard line once again. I like it. I'm all about that hard stuff. So, all right, he's going the hard way. I'm gonna go the hard way. Very rocky through here. Going 2nd gear. A little bit of dust to pick through, but no problem picking this nice smooth line through there. Just staying on the gas a little bit. Trixie climbs up, no problem. Well done. I always think of Graham Jarvis hill climbs, keeping the balance, keeping that bike perpendicular, upright, so that tire can get maximum traction as we're climbing. All right, one more climb coming up here. This one's a very sandy, almost like a sand dune type of climb right here. I picked the left. He had a big rock right there. I picked the left line. I should have picked the right tire line there. It would have been a little bit cleaner. We only made one attempt here. It's just so dang sandy here. With our soft gummy tires, really not the best tire that could be climbing this big old sand dune of a hill. If he had the VE33S, a little bit bigger knobs, I mean, this would take an M5B. Put an M5B on here, I bet she climbs up pretty good. But the X09, really not made for a sand dune style of climb. All right, we come up, we go down a little bit. This one's a little bit smaller of a climb, and I get up here and I think, I make this left turn right the last minute, and I just lose all my momentum, and I was like, why did I do that? I should have just kept going straight. So here comes Cole, he just keeps on going straight. Here comes Vance, keeps on going straight. And why'd I go left? That was dumb move there, Georgie. So I back the truck up here. I'm gonna pivot over right. And I didn't think I'd be able to do this, but I'm able to get it going from right here after all day of like struggling to get any kind of momentum established. She does it right there. I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought I'd have to go back from the hill, down the hill. And then I was like, all right, let's keep on going. Then she stops. I'm like, oh. Just as I was getting all happy that she was doing good, I run into, this is pure sand right here. Come on, Trixie. Get those RPMs up. All right, get out of that hole. All right, we're gonna come left and right on this ridge line. Gonna go all the way over to that far right peak over there. And then we're gonna start heading down this really nasty rocky canyon. And it was no joke. Got a beautiful picture right there, riding right into the sunset. Nice. All right, so we're up on this peak. Our camp rig and everything is just all the way down the hill. Well, it's off to our right-hand side now. Come down here, there's a little drop-off right here. I was looking right, and I was like, oh, pay attention where you're going, Georgie. Don't be daydreaming looking off to the right. That ledge would have caught you off guard. Right, so you can see there's a trail here. There's obviously a car, a Jeep or whatever, been going down and up this trail, and it gets gnarly. I'm like, how do these guys get through here? You can see the tracks. There's tracks, so there's proof. Right, it doesn't look so bad, but we're gonna turn the corner here, and it's gonna get real bad, real quick. So this is pretty steep. Big old ruts. Like we went through back door, that other pass earlier today. Well, this is up there. Like, if we had to come up this is harder than back door. We're going down, thank God. And my triceps are still smoked. Now the cramps have gone away on my triceps, which is good. But my abs are starting to cramp up. So my abs at this point were cramping up. I was out of water in my pack. I got a 3-liter bladder. I had Gatorade in it. That's gone. I do have an extra Gatorade in the bag though, so if I had to pull over and I needed some water or whatever, I'd still have that extra bottle of Gatorade. Now where Cole's at right now, it is really steep. It's almost a cliff, and I mean you'll get a look at this. This is just nuts. Like it just disappears.
Crap,
like
that's gnarly.
Yeah, you can't even see it. Just disappears, right?
Straight up cliff right there.
Yeah, it is. So there's that little wedge on the right, but it's so vertical. Like if I took the bike down there, she would just.
What the hell?
She
Cars
just
go up this.
I don't know how they. That's what I've been
That is
saying.
insane.
How do they do that? Like going up it, like going down is hard. How would they go up? It's so big. You can see they're trying to get Cole's bike down without it tumbling and busting all to pieces.
Watch out, Cole. Yeah, it's just gonna slide down.
You got it?
I'm gonna go up and around.
Yeah, see there's a little line to the left there going up and around, so, but I'm just like, I'm still like amazed. Like, how does a car, they wedge their tire in that? Like, how do they get up here? That's nuts. I thought hard enduro guys were nuts, but I think these rock crawler guys are even more nuts.
That way.
It's,
I would like to see a car go up this or what.
That's what Cole just said.
That is insane.
I mean, I can barely walk up it. How does a car get up that thing? All right, look at this pro move right there. Yeah. Good job, Vince. Set up your bike, throw your body weight forward, and just carry that momentum up. All right, so here we go. Gonna get Trexie set up there. Get her balanced. And get a little bit of a rock. I'm feeling how the rock's gonna be, so throw the weight forward. Feather that clutch, and she just tractors, climbs right on up. Yeah! Well done there, Georgie. This is still pretty steep going down. You can see Vince's back end sliding down there. Vince, so good about being up on the pegs and riding the bike down. I'm impressed. There you go. Just got to ride it on down. It's a bumpy ride all the way down. Look how rocky this is. If you thought back door was rocky, I mean, this is twice, 3 times what back door was. It's just so bouldery and rocky. Alright, sorry y'all if the battery died. This video isn't long enough. I put another battery in there. We got more footage coming. It's just too good. I can't cut it out. I mean, this downhill was gnarly.
Well, this route turned out to be no joke.
See, this would be a good one to go up. I don't know how you'd get up that real steep part back there. You'd have to have a switchback or one-shot it or something like that. But Justin, if you're watching, you could go up this. This would be really hard. Maybe too hard for prologue day, but this would be like a main event day kind of a trail. You know, this difficulty. Vince and I are both getting pretty fatigued. He's out of water, I'm out of water, and I got that feeling where I was like, all right, it's time to get back to the rig. They're doing a barbecue for us tonight, which I was looking forward to that. They're doing burgers, they're doing hot dogs, and Justin all puts it on. I did bring some beef with me. I raised my own cattle, so I did bring my own hamburger patties, which they are really good. But Justin just put on a great event. This is his 2nd year doing this, and really wasn't a big group of us. If he does it next year, I highly recommend it. I mean, I think you get your value for coming out here, getting a good prep for King of the Motos, and then if you're not too familiar, you know, if it's your first time, he guides you through the GPS setup. I mean, the GPSs really aren't that hard, but the training out here with other guys your level too. So sometimes when you ride, it's just hard to find someone that wants to ride at your level of hard enduro, and you're able to do that out here, which I thought it was great. I just had a great experience, and Dave was a gracious host for letting us camp next to his little compound he has out here. Dave, he puts on King of the Hammers, so he just very gracious, letting us use his facility. And then Justin, awesome guy, setting up the course and letting us get some practice out here. And that was just fantastic. And a good group of riders. Just fun, like I said, it's fun having people like-minded that all want to ride this gnarly hard stuff that most guys don't want to ride. They see this kind of stuff and they're like, no, that looks too hard, looks too painful. But I love it. I love the struggle. And with that, we're gonna bring this video to an end. Hope y'all enjoyed this Moto Madness training weekend for King of the Motos. I got a couple races coming up. The big race, of course, is King of the Motos in January. Yeah, but New Year's Day, I have a little fun race over in Pozo. It's called the Hangover Ride. I did it last year, and I was a little hungover. So I got redemption. I didn't do very good. I was watching the video of it from last year, and I was like, I can do way better. Plus, it'll be great for conditioning. It's really not a hard race. There's no hard obstacles in Pozo. So it's just gonna be a fun ride, and then I might enter the Hare and Hound that's on the 4th, put on by the Checkers. I think it's a National Hare and Hound, and we'll see. Haven't done it yet, but anyways, till the next video comes out, get out, ride, and get some.